Give everyone just a minute to sign on. Hello and welcome to the virtual college exploration for Illinois students, sponsored by the Illinois Association for College Admission Counseling and StriveScan. Thank you for joining us. My name is Dan Miller. I'm a post-secondary counselor at Stevenson High School. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenter at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions that are happening. So there are a few more sessions throughout this week. This has been a 6-week program, so be sure to check out the full schedule at IACAC.org. And this presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at that same website, which again is IACAC.org. And now I would like to turn it over to our presenter, Allie from Westminster College. So I'm going to see if I can stop sharing and let you hand over the reins.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Dan. Okay, let me try and share my screen with all of you. Maybe. There we go. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you for being patient. Like Dan said, my name is Allie Jeffers, and I am a regional admission counselor with Westminster College. Fun fact, Westminster College, we are one of 3 Westminster colleges across the country. So there are 3 Westminster colleges throughout the US. We are Westminster College located in Fulton, Missouri. I work regionally out of my home office in O'Fallon, Illinois. So I cover all first-year students in the state of Illinois, as well as working with some students in the greater St. Louis metro area. With Westminster College in Fulton, Missouri, we are a small private liberal arts institution. We have a 98% success rate. So what that means is within 6 months of graduation, our students are either in their top 1 or 2 post-secondary school of choice, or they are in their field of study working full-time within 6 months. So 98% success rate, something we are very excited about. We have an 11-to-1 student to teacher ratio. So we are a very small institution. We have about 900 to 1,000 undergraduate students on our campus. Every year we're if you ever visit our campus, we are still doing in-person visits, by the way, but we also have a brand new virtual visit on our website as well. But if you ever visit our campus, you will notice we are definitely known for a lot of history on our campus. That is where the National Winston Churchill Museum is. Way back in 1941, Winston Churchill gave his Iron Curtain speech on our campus. We also have the largest connecting piece of the Berlin Wall on our campus. So a lot of very notable things. And to go along with that, each year we have what's called a Hancock Symposium. The Hancock Symposium, again, is just very high name, notable speakers that have presented on our campus. Just a few weeks ago, we had our Hancock Symposium, and of course this year it was all virtual, but we had the chief scientist of NASA present. In years past, we've had everybody from Ronald Reagan to Dr. Amalo, if you've ever seen the movie Concussion with Will Smith, kind of the football movie, that is the true life scientist. So everybody from political figures to scientists to even the CEO of MTV Corporations one time presented on campus. So that's something very, very notable for us there. We have an undergraduate scholars forum every year. This is an opportunity where students can present all of their research, different projects, field study, things like that. Again, we're in mid-Missouri, so we're in Fulton, Missouri. That is about an hour and a half from St. Louis, and it's right in between Jefferson City and Columbia, Missouri. The town of Fulton is the town of about 13 to 15,000 people, so kind of that small to medium community, but it definitely has a very collegiate feel. We also share the town of Fulton with another college, so highly collegiate feel. And then we were also recently named in 2019 the 15 best small towns in the US. Programs of study. So we have lots of different majors and minors. Here's just kind of a list of some of our most popular. Anything
Allie.
sciences. Pre-med is very, very popular for us, or any student going on to medical school, veterinary school. Within our science building, we have a cadaver lab. So our students at the undergraduate level get to utilize this as early as their sophomore year. This is a very unique experience, again, for those students that are wanting to go on to medical school, dentistry school. To have that experience at the undergraduate level is very unique. Political science, very popular for us, again, just because of all of our history connections and different things like that on campus. We've been known to be a very political science history. And then we have a pre-law minor. This is pretty unique, and not every student, not every university or college has a specific pre-law minor. And what this does is really just kind of help those cognitive skills, those logic, thinking, reasoning, all of that, to really set you up to test well for that LSAT exam. Psychology, business is very popular. Education is also popular. Within our business program, there is an organization called the Blue Blazers. Every other year, they travel to New York City and kind of do a behind the scenes tour of the New York Stock Exchange. So that is something that our business program is really known for as well. A couple of our multidisciplinary studies, security studies, mathematical data science is a brand new one for us. And also something unique we have is a self-designed major. So a self-designed major is not for the student that says, oh, I have no idea what I want to do, I'll self-design my major. That's not really what it's for. It's targeted more for the student who knows that they want to go to a small private school. They want kind of that, liberal arts education, but they want a major that's very specific. So in the past, I've worked with students who have done like forensic pathology or nutrition, different things like that, where it's very specific. So what we will do is help you to self-design your major for that specific career path. Okay, so where every student generally gets one advisor, where they meet one-on-one with an advisor, in the self-design major, you get two advisors. So we're really making sure that we are piecing that puzzle together to get you on that direct path for the major that you want. And then we also have an honors program, as well as a full learning difference program. This is something fairly unique as well. The learning difference program, that is an opportunity for students that have any sort of learning difference. Maybe you're on the autism spectrum, maybe you have dyslexia, something that you've potentially been diagnosed with as a learning difference. And our learning difference program will focus on, helping you be very successful for the next 4 years at Westminster. So you would work directly with your academic advisor, but then you would also have several different advisors within the learning difference program. All right, housing. This is all the fun stuff. So with our housing, 98% of our students live on campus all 4 years. So that top picture there, you can see what our freshman dorms look like. They are more suite style. So that means you can either have a single room option, like the picture shows, or you can have a room and share that with a roommate. Then you have suite mates. So essentially, you would have 6 people kind of to one suite. So there's 4 bedrooms and a little hallway. And then at the end of that hallway, there's the shower and bathroom facility. So there's 2 showers, 2 toilets, 2 sinks, all of that stuff that the 6 suite mates would then share. So all of our freshmen live in the quad area. It's 6 different buildings in the shape of a U. And that's really where you're going to meet a lot of your friends from day one. We also have townhomes and apartments. So these are technically still living on campus, but it's very much going to give you that feel of living off campus, but still being a part of that campus community. We have different study abroad programs. We also have scholarships available for study abroad. We've had students go to Spain, to Russia, to New Zealand, you name it, we've probably had a student go there. We also have something called Take Home a Friend. So this is a little unique to Westminster, whereas we have several different international students on our campus. So if you're a student that really wants like a study abroad opportunity, but maybe a little nervous to go for a full entire semester, we have that Take Home a Friend program where you can essentially go home with one of our international students for a shortened period of time. And that's all facilitated and coordinated through Westminster Student Life Office. Some different clubs and organizations. We already kind of talked about the Blue Blazers, but the beauty of Westminster is that if there's not a club there that you want to be on campus, you can create it. You essentially need yourself, 5 other students, and you can create it. Most recent, we had students create a coloring club, and that may sound completely like hokey and something that doesn't seem like it would be a real club, but just to help with stress and different things like that, it helps bring students together to kind of engage with one another. A great opportunity to meet more people. They created the coloring club. So that's just an example of something that you could potentially create, but we have over 30 different clubs and organizations you could get involved in. Greek life is really popular on our campus. So you can kind of see the picture of one of our fraternity houses on campus. We have 6 different fraternities and 3 different sororities on our campus. And I would say about 60% of our student body is involved in some type of Greek organization. Now, I will say, because we are a smaller school, Greek life has kind of a different feel on our campus. So we're not, a very large institution where you get kind of siloed into only knowing, your sorority sisters, your fraternity brothers. We are a small campus, so you're definitely going to intermingle with people in different Greek life, as well as students that choose not to be a part of Greek life. And that's kind of the beauty, again, of that smaller campus feel. All right, with athletics, if I have any students out there that are interested in athletics, we are NCAA Division III for all of our athletics, and that does list all of our sports there for you. So with Division III, what this means is we do not award athletic specific scholarships, but what we do offer is consideration of being involved in athletics or different clubs, organizations. We want our students to come to be involved. So we do provide consideration to that when that comes to creating that full financial aid package. And we'll dive into that a little bit more here in a few minutes. All right, visit and apply. So I talked a little bit about this, visiting campus. There is a link on here to our brand new virtual campus visit. And we are still doing the individualized tours as well. And we are still hosting our Welcome to Westminster events. So Welcome to Westminster is essentially just kind of our open house opportunity. All is socially distanced and everyone was wearing masks and things like that in the current times. But we had one in October, and our next one is coming up on November 13th. It's on a Friday. So you can sign up for that as well. So application. Our application is completely free to fill out on our website. We also accept the common application as well. And we do rolling admissions. So we do not have a specific deadline. We will continually review applications and make admission decisions all throughout the year. This year, because of COVID, we are test optional. So I'm sure if you've dove in a little bit to this college research and things like that this year, you've probably heard that word a lot, test optional or test flexible. And essentially what that means is if you were not able to do ACT or SAT testing, if that was impacted by COVID, we are not requiring our students to submit a test score for admission this year. If you have one and you want to send that in, great. But if you do not, that is fine. Also, things that are optional are essay and recommendation letters. So those are not required on our application as well. So application completely free and will take you maybe about 30 minutes to fully fill that out. All right, here's this fun scholarship stuff and financial aid components. So with our scholarships, when we are reviewing your application, we're also reviewing for your automatic, what we call academic or merit-based scholarships. And this is kind of the grid. So our academic scholarships range anywhere from $10,000 to $18,000 per year. Now this year, because we are test optional, we are using your test score or your GPA. Okay, so it says and on there, I need to correct that, but we're using or. So either your test score or your GPA. So whichever one of those is going to get you the higher scholarship, that is what we will do. We will give you the highest scholarship that we possibly can from the get-go, just for your merit-based scholarships. We also offer different scholarships for things like music, cheer, and dance. Those are considered like participation scholarships. And we also offer scholarships for any alumni, like a sibling award. So if you've had mom, dad, brother, sister attend Westminster, we will award a scholarship for that. Something unique that Westminster does, we offer a FAFSA priority award. So for any and everybody who fills out the FAFSA, we do not care what it says, just as long as you fill that out and you submit that to us before November 15th, we will give you an additional $1,000 scholarship. All of these scholarships can stack on top of each other as well. And then we also offered need-based grants. So we are a private institution. So I encourage you, if you're looking at private schools anywhere, whether it's Westminster or a school in Hawaii, school in Alaska, wherever you might be, still consider those private institutions. The sticker price is going to be a lot higher when you're looking at the website, but know that things like the merit-based participation award, FAFSA awards, and need-based grants can all stack on top of each other, okay? All right, and then talking a little bit about the FAFSA. So again, if you've done any college research at this point, you've probably heard this FAFSA word stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid. There's a link for it here on the side, or you can go to FAFSA.gov. Our school code is on here, and this opened up on October 1st. So again, anybody and everybody who does this before November 15th, you get an additional $1,000. So definitely do this and send this to us. What FAFSA really does. I have a lot of students that don't understand, why are we doing FAFSA? Or maybe they feel like FAFSA might work against them in some ways. FAFSA tells you if you qualify for any federal grants, work study, loan eligibility. Some states, if you live in the state of Missouri, they have a grant award that the state of Missouri gives out if you qualify for that. So FAFSA tells you all those things, but even if you don't qualify for federal or state grant money, because we are a private institution, we will award institutional aid. And what that means is it's just called Westminster Grant. And I would say we award that to probably 90% of our students that are applying to Westminster, regardless if they are receiving federal or state grant money. So we really need that FAFSA in order to award you Westminster Grant, because if we don't have anything to go off of, then it's very likely that we're not going to award that Westminster Grant for you, okay? So just keep that in mind. Again, when you're looking at those private institutions, the sticker price is going to make your heart hurt a little bit, but really kind of see it through. If you have, your heart set, if a certain school is a private institution that's in your top 5 schools, really kind of see that throughout the entire financial aid process, so you can compare apples to apples when you're looking at different colleges and universities. All right. So I will kind of touch on some questions. I'm going to kind of skip over this slide because I have contact information here for you. So main admission office information, my contact information is on there, my email. And then that is my work cell phone. So please, please, please call me or text me anytime. You can always text me on that number. Work cell phone. And then our essentially like our financial aid director, Amy Bristow, she is phenomenal. She loves to talk with prospective students. Do not feel like you cannot reach out to her. She will definitely get back with you if you email her or call her specifically. But I'm here too as kind of your first point of contact to help with any general questions you might have. Okay. Perfect. Well, thank you all for attending. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and then answer any questions that may have come up. And I think we've got a little while. So if you've got some questions, feel free to keep me. I'm here until 6:15.
Yeah, and thanks, Allie. I know I was personally having some trouble viewing your slides. I don't know if that's just the view I'm having. So I don't know if you were able to, if you want to try sharing your screen one more time and maybe
Okay, sure.
for them, because I was having issues, but it might have been my view. Oh, yep. Yeah, I don't think your slides were being shared, unfortunately. I tried to get your attention, but I was having trouble.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry about that.
That's okay. Are they shared now?
Yes, now I can see them.
Okay, well, sorry for anyone else out there. I was just babbling. So let's see. I will go through them then just kind of really quickly for those of you that want to look really briefly. Okay, so that should have been all of them. I'm happy to go back through if anyone has other questions. So sorry about that. Weird. It was, I don't know.
No problem. You did great.
Yeah, great.
All right. I'm not seeing any questions in the Q&A. Are you seeing anything else?
I am not, but I didn't know if I would see them or if just you would see them. So.
Yeah, I don't know if we've gotten any live questions, but I will tell you, for those that are maybe watching this as a recorded session, thank you for joining us. And when you close this window, there'll be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. And this is just one of the many sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions at IACAC.org. And in about a week from now, so in late October, you'll be able to view the session's recording as well as any other session recording at IACAC.org. Thank you so much for attending.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you.